I always had this dream scenario where like I would get like a really huge streamer. Like I'm talking Mizkif, right?
Okay.
Like I'm talking like huge, and like they're put
Ninja.
on, yeah, like Ninja, and we get them on a stage, and they think they're doing a normal conference, and then they're like, okay, guys, we're gonna debate the South China Sea now, and they like remove the banner, and it's the like the 3rd annual Twitch debate conference, and now Ninja's just stuck on a stage with me to debate foreign policy, and I just bully this big streamer. It just on like a foreign policy issue, and he has
What?
no clue
You don't
what's
think we should
going
have
on.
ships in the South China Sea? What are you talking about? I can't believe you would say that. And he's just
Yeah.
like,
I'm not seeing a lot of movement. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why I dream of that, but it's something I dream of. We're going straight into the RNC, or trust me, I just saw some clips. We have to. This is great. This is wondrous, this event. I honestly thought it was going to be a complete snorefest. Dude, they are insane. They are actually insane. This is great. I gotta go watch the Trump VOD. I gotta go watch the Trump VOD. It's all boring now, but I gotta go back just a little bit. I gotta watch it. I'm sorry. It's so good. It's so good.
Career politicians promising change every election, but delivering emptiness. We chose a different path. A man
That's
who's
right.
not a politician.
That's
A
right.
man who cares. A man who loves America.
Yeah, I hate
and
experience.
all Americans.
Whoa.
A man who works tirelessly for you.
Incompetence.
Even tonight, during this
Incompetence.
The
Incompetence.
results? Jobs were created.
Yeah.
Embracing the undeniable
Yeah, well,
greatness
there was
of
also
diversity.
the recession.
Prosperity.
Yeah,
Safe
prosperity.
communities.
Safe. Well, I mean, there
Protecting
is
and
like
serving,
there is like a
caring
lot
for
of instability right now on the streets.
Still,
but
politicians
yeah.
spun their
Whoa.
deceptions and obstructed progress, fanning the flames of lawlessness. We all know that it is easy to criticize.
Real
It
easy.
takes a true leader to solve problems.
I mean, if there's a lot to criticize, maybe that's because there's something to criticize, you know?
President Trump's swift action.
Yeah, I hate it.
Heard.
I hate it.
Heard.
I hate it when these politicians criticize without solutions. That's why when we talk about the Republican Party, the grand old party, they would definitely not. Thank goodness they have a plan to repeal and replace Obamacare, and have not just been, push it just to repeal it. They've got something to replace it, right? 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 Right?
Join us over the next 4 nights as we write the next chapter of our journey and share our vision as the greatest country with the greatest citizens that attain the greatest achievements.
That guy said greatest like 4 times. How could you not vote for the Republican Party? They just said it. They are the greatest.
Praising the Lord for a country where freedom of religion is so cherished, where both Republicans and Democrats begin their conventions, heads bowed in prayer.
Yep. They bow their heads in prayer. It's great. I mean, the Republicans did nominate that guy who was proposing a ban on all Muslims entering the United States. And then he did it. Anyway.
Pray we must, conscious
Well, he
of the-
did it in the most legal way. And when he talked to Rudy Giuliani, he asked him, like, how do I do a Muslim ban legally? And then he did a ban for Muslim-majority countries in the most legal way possible.
for our elders in nursing care and hospice, for our immigrants and refugees, those lives threatened by religious persecution throughout the world or by plague, hunger, drugs, human trafficking, or war. Pray we must in thanksgiving.
Oh man, they really care about refugees. Okay, cool. I thought Trump was against bringing in more refugees. I'm really glad to hear he isn't. I'm glad to hear Trump's for bringing in more refugees. Man, this is great. Man, that's great to hear. Thank goodness. I was worried for a second that they might be actually for not bringing in more refugees. Thank goodness. Thank you, Archbishop. I really appreciate that.
To hold down the good, decent middle-class patriots
Hell yeah.
striving to build a family and pursue a decent life. All of this changed dramatically in 2000.
By the way, just gonna throw this out there. How many patriots are we saving every day by selling, doing large arms deals to blow up Yemenis in Yemen? By the way, how many patriots are we saving on the daily? What interests of the American people are we protecting? Or global interests at that point? I just wanted to throw that out there.
Bodyguard of Western civilization.
Trump is the bodyguard of Western civilization? Must be a really shitty club if he's the bodyguard, gonna be honest. Must be super run down.
The American way of life means you follow the law, you work hard, you honor God.
What's the number one thing about the American... What would be the first thing you say about the American way of life? Following the law. Whoa. I mean... Wasn't this nation founded off of not following the law? We rebelled against the British? Or what about, like, the biggest jumps in American progress when the Freedom Riders broke the law? When Rosa Parks broke the law? When the Underground Railroad broke the law? What about any of these times? Honestly, when you look at the greatest... or when Abraham Lincoln even broke the law to preserve the Union, when sometimes he went out of his authority. Actually, I would say some of the best Americans in American history are specifically known for not following the law. And I'm not saying like just break the law for breaking the law. But like there's something very American about breaking the law because you believe that law is immoral. Or because you feel like you are fighting against a structure that is corrupt and evil and unequal. And that being the first thing that he says, there's just something funny about that.
We'll be a country that rises to higher heights, that dreams big, thinks big, and achieves the impossible.
How are we the country that like dreams big and thinks big when we're like, hey, at least we're not the worst at handling COVID, and that's like the thing that Trump brags about. When we look at Korea and Taiwan, we're like, well, at least we're not this country with this high rate of GDP. I'm sorry. I don't want to be a pause champ, but oh my God, Charlie. Dude.
For our trouble, we were brutalized, booed off the platform, barred from committees, shouted down, and even spit upon by union leaders. This is how unions treat devoted teachers. But what's even worse is how their agenda of control deceives.
Well, the thing is, the teachers union wouldn't like the Republican Party because the Republican Party hates the teachers union. The Republican Party has been going after the teachers union for decades. Why would any teachers union official or the vast majority of teacher union members support the Republican Party or look positively upon anybody trying to change the teachers union to be more friendly towards the Republican Party? It doesn't want to make any sense.
Hell yeah.
Wonderful.
Let's I'm here for it. So let's watch the RNC. Let's laugh at this shit.
Americans
Or cry.
and our children. They've intentionally rewritten American history to perpetuate division, pervert the memories of our American founders, and disparage our Judeo-Christian virtues. Their lenient discipline policies morphed our schools into war zones.
Will she say degenerate?
And they back defunding police and abolishing ICE.
What? Turned our schools into war zones?
What is this even referencing?
Let me go back.
American history to perpetuate division, schools into war zone, memories of our American founders, and disparage our Judeo-Christian virtues. Their lenient discipline policies morphed our schools into war zones.
There are lenient discipline so if we gave more detention slips, we could have stopped the school shootings? Is that what she's saying? Are we saying like we should bring back the paddle and that'll stop the school shootings?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe they're looking. Maybe they really want to bring back the spankings.
Bring back the spanking. I mean, if the choice is spankings or shootings, I'm gonna choose the spankings. But I don't think that's exactly gonna solve the problem. Sadly.
Trump 2020, bring back the spanking. That's a paddling.
That's a paddling. Bring back paddling. Oh, yeah. Gotta say it is catchy. Bring
True.
back paddling. Oof.
I'm sure there's a certain demographic of people who'd be very happy to hear about that.
Yeah, there would be. I mean, there'd be like it'd be a weird kind of like extreme disciplinarian parents and like confused kinky people. That'd be the coalition.
And very, very horny teenagers.
Okay, let's keep. Oh God, we're pushing the line on that one.
Unions are subverting our republic, so they undermine.
Wow. Wow.
Holy, oh my God, that is so open. They are just completely mask off. Unions are subverting the republic.
Like unironically,
They are
this
the
sounds
Republican.
like 1930s.
They're supposed to be the working class party, by the way. Unions are subverting the republic. I think all of those AFL-CIO members, because there's a lot of Republican AFL-CIO members, would love to hear about this update to the Republican platform, which really isn't an update. It's just they just took it out of the data code and have now posted it as an update. That unions are against the Republican platform.
Evil commies have forced their way into our classrooms and are teaching children the evil ways of unions. Holy
The
moly,
evil ways
this
of
is some
unions.
charged language.
Holy shit. Unions are subverting the republic. That is actual. Point
I
blank
mean,
period.
like, does this not sound exactly like the sort of rhetoric that was used against unions, like, during the Great Depression? Like, which, keep in mind, led to, like, the Pinkertons being used and the state and the
This
and
is the
police being used
Pinkerton
to break
platform. This is what the Pinkerton's platform is, a dream platform that they couldn't even get back then.
Holy shit. That's just wild to me. Like, I mean, and
You couldn't
I
even
dive
get
into this stuff a
McCarthy.
lot,
You couldn't
and-
even get McCarthy to say something like this.
Seriously, I mean, you're not kidding. Like, this is wild.
Fucking hell.
I heard people again. People were
And
pinging me
hundreds
in my
of
chat
millions-
about this,
Yeah.
but it's like holy
I
shit.
heard that Azula speaks later.
Oh god.
annually to defeat charter
Azula.
Oh, from the Last Airbender.
Yeah.
schools.
Okay.
They argued against us at the U.S. Supreme Court. Their comrades labeled us spawns of Satan and slandered us in mainstream media. No matter their abuse, we'll keep fighting for the country and children we love.
Spawns of Satan?
That seems a citation needed.
I'd really like a citation on that. But
Their comrades.
their comrades called us spawn Satan. I would like to see who they consider the comrade. It's gonna be like some teacher in like the middle of Mississippi who's like,
It's probably going to be like me on a stream, like from the beginning of this year. and
Yeah,
just like,
something
this
like
is one
that.
of the comrades of the Obama.
exactly. They just bring out Hassan and say, "Look, this is the typical Biden voter."
Democrats stand with deceptive teachers unions who pick on loving teachers and little kids. President Trump stands with
This is
America's
so
families.
cartoonish.
Pick on little kids. I'm imagining like the teachers unions like walk in, like all the kids like get against their lockers, they start shaking, and they're like, "Hey kids, you're gonna give me a 5% pay raise, right?" Knocks like a fucking
curd is a curd.
textbook out of little Billy's hand.
My husband and I own Mountain Mud Espresso. We are not some multinational corporation. Our success is not measured by stockholders, but by our neighbors, the people we see at church, and at jiu-jitsu school with our son.
Cursed energy.
Mountain Mud Espresso is the American story. A story not just for entrepreneurs, but for millions of hardworking men and women who are building their American dream every day.
I just gotta say, it's
few
kind of
months ago-
funny to say that like espresso and jujitsu,
It was a great
Like,
combination.
both products of like South America are like the American story.
I gotta say, both things that could not have been created without immigration, by the way.
There is nothing more American than practicing jujitsu while hopped up on espresso beans harvested in Venezuela. What? This is the most cursed energy I've ever seen in any political speech.
Hey, yeah, you know what? If her point is like immigrants make this country, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I have a weird feeling that wasn't the point, but still.
I have a feeling it's we're so good because we made a business out of
Yeah.
espresso beans.
I mean, it's cool she made a
right.
small business. I'm sure
Sure,
everybody
yeah.
enjoys your espresso and jujitsu.
Yeah, how are small businesses doing under Trump's handling of COVID? By the way,
yeah.
I wonder.
That's
Is it like
great.
isn't it like
Oh,
like
wait,
30% of them are gone forever?
See, they're about to say we got to reopen. See? They're gonna take it
yeah,
around.
yeah.
They're gonna take it around. You see it? Oh, and look at the bottom. They have all the donations.
Damn, they're stealing our gig. That's our stuff. That's streamer shit.
Well, I got some bad news. Look where I'm at. I'm on the Donald J. Trump Twitch page.
Oh, my soul.
Good memes. Wasn't he banned? Oh, yeah. He's unbanned, so it's all good. I can watch it.
Their jobs, I thought of their rent being due, their kids, and I felt personally responsible.
Like next RNC, she's like, first it was the COVID, then it was the subverters of American democracy, the unions.
Unions came for us. They strangled my baby.
They strangled my baby's wallet.
But I'm worried we have a generation of Americans who have been told that the American dream doesn't exist. That's a lie.
I mean, if your whole business can be destroyed by a pandemic and a government too incompetent and too unwilling to help you, and that your only alternative is to force your company to work in your employees to work in dangerous conditions, it's kind of hard to say that under Donald J. Trump, the American dream is dead. It's kind of hard to reject that, isn't it? Hell, wait.
Also-
and didn't Donald J. Trump say the American dream is dead? Didn't he famously say that?
Wasn't the American dream the like typical like, you know, 2 kids, a wife, and a picket fence? Wasn't that literally made possible by unions?
Listen to this.
Dream is dead.
Oops, you gotta forgot that one,
Whoopsies.
RNC. Damn. Oopsie, whoop. We'll do a fast cut. Okay, 1 second.
So strongly that we need a president who believes in the American dream like President Donald Trump.
The American dream is dead.
This is the most fun I've had in so long.
Appeasement is never a winning strategy. No, we won't settle for violence in our neighborhoods or at our border. We won't settle for decades of bad decisions by basement-dwelling Joe Biden. We settle a continent. We know that the frontier, the horizon, even the stars belong to us. Donald Trump, like all builders...
What the fuck was the stars?
We will conquer everything. You will be conquered, including the stars, the trees, the forests, the
space.
lollipops.
The Space Force shall go on into space and conquer the stars. This sounds like the intro to Destroy All Humans right now. This is so cartoonish.
Joe Biden wants to take you to the moon. Donald Trump will conquer the sun.
Conquer all the suns in the universe. Oh my gosh. You think the sun's gonna explode? Not on Trump's watch.
In the nearly 4 years I've worked on behalf of President Trump, I've seen up close a man who has a deep love for family, a man who has reverence for the office of the presidency, a man with an incredible respect for law enforcement and our military. I've seen private moments where he comforts Americans in times of pain and sadness.
Didn't he call one of those Trump calls parents of Chad soldier, the soldier who was killed in Chad? Trump's condolence call to widow ignites and like something like he called her and like really pissed her off. And didn't he criticize them? Yeah, didn't he also criticize the family of the slain U.S. soldier and said the wife wasn't talking during the speech because they were Muslim, or like insinuated it? Like, yeah, he really cares about
the Gold Star family that he attacked.
Yeah, he attacked a gold-starred family. Like, are we really gonna pretend he cares about the family of fallen soldiers? What about? And this is again getting back to Syria. What about the 12,000 SDF YPG martyrs that died for our mission in Operation Inherent Resolve that he completely backstabbed? What about the U.S. troops that died on there during that operation? that were completely backstabbed in the grave because of our pullout and complete abandonment of the mission. Like, he doesn't care about the families.
Those are inconvenient. Just let's not bring those up.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully they'll forget about it.
Just remember, Will Palia.
That's a paddling. Bringing up Donald Trump disrespecting the families of soldiers. That's a paddling.
Oh my gosh, I actually really hope he brings that up during that's something that like anytime I bring up, I've never seen a Republican defend that, like him going after a Gold Star family. That's a real like squirming, awkward moment. You know what I mean? It's kind of like,
yeah, that one too. Somebody in chat just brought up the thing where Donald Trump was talking about prisoners of war being cowards and how he likes people who don't get captured better.
And now, oh my gosh, didn't he recently kind of also reignite his attack on John McCain?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, like he is really not making. Yeah, he really cares.
It also just goes to show how the Republicans have completely rolled over.
I always had this dream scenario where like I would get like a really, really huge streamer. Like I'm talking Ms. Kiff, right? Okay. Like I'm talking like huge, and like they're
Ninja.
Like Ninja, and we get them on a stage and they think they're doing a normal conference, and then they're like, okay guys, we're gonna debate the South China Sea now, and they like remove the banner, and it's the third annual Twitch debate conference, and now Ninja's just stuck on a stage with me to debate foreign policy, and I just bully this big streamer, it just on like a foreign policy issue, and he has no clue.
You don't think we should have ships in the South China Sea? What are you talking about? I can't believe you would say that. And he's just
I'm not seeing a lot of movement. yeah. I don't know why I dream of that, but it's something I dream of.
President Trump is the law and order president. Now,
There is no war in Bang Sing Se.
And the Democrats turned it into a land of discarded heroin needles in parks.
Holy shit.
Whoa, actually, all those things she said before is still applicable to California. And if you want to talk about discarded needles, can I bring you to the place called West Virginia?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Somebody who lived in West Virginia at one point, I can tell you the amount of discarded needles and the amount of drug problems in West Virginia is more than anything I saw in California. Holy shit.
Riots in streets and blackouts in homes. In President Trump's America, we light things up. We don't dim them down. We
light them up. Fire Nation.
I'm telling you, this is Azula. I mean it.
It's Azula. Holy shit. You weren't kidding.
Oh, dude. Wait. You know how they used to say that like the leader of like the Kim Jong-un's sister was Azula? Yo, are we gonna have the battle of the Azulas?
We're gonna have the battle of the Azulas. Their pride in their nation will clash.
So Kim Jong-un's sister is definitely a firebender. She's a firebender. They're gonna get into it.
This election is a battle for the soul of America. Your choice is.
Wait. 1 second. I gotta do it. Give me a second. I gotta try something.
The cosmopolitan elites of Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and Joe Biden, who blame America first. Do you think America is to blame? Or do you believe in American greatness?
This is perfect.
Believe in yourself, in President Trump, in individual and personal responsibility.
Hey, this is Dylan. I just want to let you know you can find my content live at twitch.tv/DylanBurnsTV. You can also find my link to my Twitter and Discord in the description. I hope you continue to give me support, and I appreciate you for watching my videos.